Building dreams together, hands in sync. Lego kingdoms rise, bricks and hearts linked. City of the where stars intertwine. Tony's dream alive, in every piece it shines. Building dreams together, hands in sync. Lego kingdoms rise, bricks and hearts linked. City of the where stars intertwine. Tony's dream alive, in every piece it shines.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's episode 43 and it's 12:43 p.m. 7/10/24 and it's my day off. So I have a lot of ideas I would like to get done. It's one of those days that I just kind of want to do nothing, but I know if I don't do anything, I feel worse in the long run. But there's some designs I've always wanted to get to, and one of those is the Sep MTT I've been pushing off the past 3 years. I designed it many moons ago for this person. I won't ever say their name. If you guys want to go check out the reasoning why I won't say their name, link in the description. There's a video, one of my most viewed videos that says I quit, and I think it's like 700 views now, which is pretty awesome. So I want to take that design and make it reality, because right now I'm going to show you guys what time and procrastination, just putting things off until you can't do it any much longer. That's why I always have little sayings all across my room, like right here. Your future is what you create today, not tomorrow. That's always a great saying. I always love that one. And here's another pretty cool one. This one says, "You're too young to be sad." I actually lasered out all of these on my laser in high school. That's why on one side of it it's not finished, because I think the power withdrawal just kind of stopped midway through, or a third way through. And I didn't want to waste the cut, so I lasered it on the opposite side. And I thought this piece turned out pretty cool. So there's a lot of things in my past that I've done, like laser 3D printing. And I really want to continue that with these future videos. And I've been researching a lot on X-Tool S1 laser etcher and cutter. So I'm going to have more information about that later on, about different UV printers I want to talk about with you guys, and really get into the little nitty-gritty details when I want to purchase these items, and if it's a good idea to purchase them within a year or two, because they're around $2,000 right now. They just released around last year, and so the price always goes down over time. And technology becomes easier. Replicate, new technology becomes just regular standard technology, and everything just becomes cheaper for you guys, because this stuff is getting really expensive, and I really want to continue doing this. And the only way for me to continue doing this is to provide more good ideas, more products for you guys. Necklaces, keychains, shirts, hats, beanies, whatever. Pretty much anything. Because this right here, 1313, is what motivated me to continue my passion. And if I can promote and engage with you guys, wear all the merch, who knows, maybe it'll take off somewhere. Everything starts from something, so I can only hope. But let me show you guys the little remnants of the Separatist MTT. So you guys know that saying, good things come with time. Not always, because time just kind of makes things erode over time. This was kind of complete at one point, but there's just so many parts I needed for other things. I just kept on taking more parts off. And this is what happens to time when you don't take care of things. It's all dusty. I was sitting on one of my shelves, all these extra spare parts that are supposed to be connected to the sides. So imagine what this will look like in just a few short weeks when I get all the correct parts. So this is the overall cover photo. I changed it because the last one didn't look up to date. This one is more up to date, has the new Separatist MTT yellow logo instead of what I did before. I made sure to include a builder level at the top right instead of the bottom right, because there's not enough space right here, and there's a lot of empty space up here, so I wanted to make sure everything was balanced. But this is absolutely one of my favorite mocks, well, alongside with this Separatist speeder right here. Pretty much this design right here has been haunting me for the past 3 years, and it just reminds me of this scene right here in Godfather.
Look how they massacred my boy.
On this one, I'll be placing a copyright logo on the entire front of it. That way there's no images that have my image logo without this image. And the only photos I will release will be like promo photos, but I will not release high quality cover photos, unfortunately. So for these Sep MTT instructions, I want to charge a little bit more because it's a premium model. This model right here, I was charging $24.99, so $25. This one, I'm probably gonna do like $40 just because the fact that it's harder for the Chinese knockoff companies to go out of their way and want to purchase something that's even more. I want this to be exclusive to only you guys can buy it because I care about you guys and I don't want the same thing to happen what happened to my UTAT. To prove to you guys that I am not overreacting in the slightest. So of course that's good when I look up, you know, UTAT mock. My version, my design that I came up with is number 1, which is this version, the free design that I released. Then you go down here, keep on scrolling, you know, of course reviews. I've not watched anything on my own ships. I have a lot of self-conscious anxiety. I don't care what people think about me, and I'm not gonna feed that little creature of anxiety. And so if we go down here, this model is based off of mine. Go down further. This one was based off of mine because Dave's Customs did that one. Keep on going down. Keep on going right here. Boom, already a fake version. Boom, there's another one. Boom, there's another one charging $46. But there's so many on AliExpress and right here, well, not right there, but like there's on AliExpress, Alibaba, freaking every single website that can knock off a Lego set has knocked off. See right here, pisses me off. I'll click on this and they're charging like $80, $55.50, sold out. This, they did not support me. None of this has helped me whatsoever in the long run. They do not care about the designers and infuriates me. Now there's the AI stuff happening nowadays. I do appreciate people designing versions of my ship and redesigning it. And I appreciate people making videos on it. But people that just straight up take my design, copy and paste it, and then charge $120 on these fake knockoff websites, oh man, this gets me going. That is why I am taking 120% precautions when it comes to this vehicle right here. Because I know it's special. It's a very popular vehicle that no one has ever tackled, I feel like, in the correct light. The only other version that I feel like is okay was Kind of Brick's MTT design. I really liked his overall like shaping, but then I came up with my own design and it turned out even way better than his. Same to go with this Separatist airspeeder right here. He made his version, but I designed mine to be more scale accurate to figures. In the long run, I go for play scale. If I do a UCS design, I make sure it's minifigure scale. But I just really want to portray how I feel over camera, you guys. This is my hard work, and for people to copy and paste it and use an AI, do that even faster nowadays. That's why I have to be on top of the curve. I have to use the AI in my advantage, counteract their AI, because I know there is AI war coming in the future. It's not going to be the traditional, you know, World War I, the trenches. It's never going to be that like that ever again. It's going to be digital warfare, AI used against AI. And the only way for you to counteract that is to take precautions ahead of time, because this is a new era of AI that we need to make sure that we as a society are prepared for the ramifications that it could have in the future. We cannot have people just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste until there's nothing left. This is a perfect example right here. I want to bring this up. It's WandaVision, but the very last episode. Spoiler alert. So this is Vision talking to the white version of Vision about the ship of Theseus thought experiment.
Theseus in the field of identity metaphysics.
Naturally. The ship of Theseus is an artifact in a museum. Over time, its planks of wood rot and are replaced with new planks. When no original plank remains, is it still the ship of Theseus?
Secondly, if those removed planks are restored and reassembled free of the rot, is that the ship of Theseus?
Neither is the true ship. Both are the true ship.
Well, then we are agreed.
But I do not have the Mind Stone.
And I do not have one single ounce of original material. Perhaps the rot is the memories, the wear and tear of the voyages, the wood touched by Theseus himself.
I have not retained memories.
But you do have the data. It is merely being kept from you.
The main reason why this Separatist airspeeder is taking such a long time to post on Rebrickable, I literally have it built right here. It works perfectly. It's just that some modifications I had to do alongside when I was designing it. 2x3 inverted slope should be a 1x3 inverted slope, but it's just a rare part, and it's just really hard to get because of that. So I had to modify that right here. So these two parts don't actually exist in the official model, and they're so precise when it comes to being accurate with what you see is what you get, because these parts right here aren't dark blue. That was another little thing they wanted me to fix, and those parts right there aren't correct, so I fixed that. So I hope you approve of this design, all original design. And then he said, the parts list of your mock are insufficient to build this mock. We require a full and accurate list of parts. Everyone can see the parts they need, and make sure to use Rebrickable's build features. The image inventory instructions must be consistent. So that being said, I fixed part number 4150 in the correct version 14769. Thank you for being thorough and with the submission. I appreciate the hard work. The part number that was incorrect was this part at the very end, part number 4150. So the big difference between this part and this part is the fact that one of them doesn't exist in dark blue. Because if I go up over here, right here, and then scroll down, you see it doesn't say dark blue, it says dark tan and dark red. So this part didn't exist in dark blue. So I had to go over here and switch it out with this part. And if you click the top right, scroll down, dark blue right there. So I went onto this model and I changed that. But once I changed that part, I have to go into the XML file and download new instructions for those as well. On top of that, the instructions I have to redesign, which is pretty simple. You know, just go to instructions, and then of course they always show that part at the very end, tossed right here. So all I had to do was look at the step number that it was empty at, and it was at like step number like 28 or like 20. And right here, I just grabbed that part and threw it on step 20. And then I made sure that everything looked correct on the official instructions. So I'll go here and boom, that part, the correct part is right there. And so, you know, go over there to the top right and export, and then create the XML file, and then that's what I upload next. So I fixed that mistake, which is, you know, pretty simple fix. But then the next little mistake was the issue is that you're missing parts. At least two various obvious parts aren't there, which makes you wonder how many less obvious parts are missing. So I'm noticing this guy's very vague, but very obvious with his statements. So I really paid attention to what he was saying about the two obvious missing parts. When he said obvious, I was like, okay, duh. These two obvious missing parts, because I upload this officially, but then I edited the photo to replace the two front parts, though it's the correct, you know, IRL version. But then this isn't corresponding to the original stud.io design. So what I had to do, instead of fixing one design, I just had two separate designs. So right here, the blue Separatist airspeeder XML is this one up here with those correct parts. And then down here, I have the gray Separatist airspeeder, which has these gray parts. So I made two separate instructions for two separate models. And hopefully this is everything that I need to submit this model officially. My very last statement, I said, I made two versions with two different types of XML files and instructions. One has a gray front and rear, part number 95188. The second version has 2X, part number 95188, dark blue top front, and 6 times part number 95188, dark blue rear. I'm 99% sure I'm following your guidance. On the official Rebrickable inventory list, I imported all of the parts for both models. That way, the builder can choose their parts list without having to make additional unnecessary parts orders. Thank you for the clarity. So, every step of the way is a little struggle, and there's no easy steps in life. Just to show you guys, just this single model is just being such little hassle because there's so many little minute details that are just tripping me up along the way. So it's always important to just upload the official photo and just don't mess with it. That's the end of the story. If you want to make custom sets and upload it to Rubricable for their official moderator guidance, this is really helpful. This is something like no one talks about, the little details, what goes into designing little sets like this. And I have officially posted this on July 6th. And look how many days it took in between, just back and forth. So it took 3 days just to get them to notice the instructions. But now it's been 4 days in between since I uploaded, and finally adding this message and resubmitting mock for approval. Well, I'm glad to know you guys actually, click on the links, because all these little orange spots right here indicate when people click on these links, because it says right here, youtube.com. So that's good. And then scroll down to here. So my most recent one is the Clone Turbo Tank, or the 25th of last month, and with a total of 232 views. And then the UTAT with 323 views the past 30 days, which, these aren't huge numbers, but remember, guys, these are free instructions. How many people release free high-quality instructions? Of course, I'm going to release premium versions, so this right here is what I'm going to work towards. I want printed instructions, printed box like this, high quality, everything. And hopefully one of these days, you guys and I will be able to make that dream come true. Because if my dream comes true, your guys' dreams comes true too. Because this set is one of a kind, just like you guys. Hey guys, you probably didn't recognize me. I have these pretty cool headphones on.
Don't recognize me because of the red arm.
I wanted to showcase something really special in this little clip. So, the new AI revolution will be slow, and you won't notice it at first. A lot of ads, I've noticed, that will be very specifically targeted towards you, and they always have like very specific tones of voices that are like completely monotone. They don't have any inflections. Inflections are the pitch they increase on the voiceover meter. An inflection is a point at where it rises, and a lot of AI kind of just has a monotone voiceover thing like that. But it learns how to create songs, and it's better than people. I don't get that part, which is like, I know it evolves over time. It's machine learning. So I just want to, make some music with you guys, because that just sounds, like fun, I'm not huge on instruments. Background music is, when I was little, I had this electric piano, and I would just kind of play that once in a while. But I never really like got super into it. It was always that hurdle of, I have to learn so many new things, like all these notes, the sheet music, I gotta learn everything there. So I just never even bothered, because I knew that was just a completely different thing you had to learn, and new interests, and the world of music is insane. I just don't even bother really tackling that, because I'm glad I didn't, because AI can do it even better than people now. If you don't believe me, I'll change your minds in this video. This is the new gold rush. Before, it was in California, the silver and gold that brought people into, the West Coast. But now, 2024, the new gold rush is in entertainment, unfortunately. Different ways to be creative and being original. People want originality. They don't want to do the effort or work to actually get to that point. But me personally, everything I do is original. This is a very easy website to use. If you know how to use any AI websites, all you have to do is go to create, and then just think of different themes or types of music. Personally, I always enjoy like the NF, the Christian rap, kind of upbeat, quick, snappy, lyrical, what I think is more deep and personal to me. So I often put a lot of like Tony building Lego stuff. But I don't always have to do that. I can just have some random voiceover. But I personally prefer specialized music, because that's me, and there's no one else, clearly. So on here, you have the option to choose different versions of Suno. You can choose the latest version, which is version 3.5, or you can choose version 3 or version 2. They all have different wide variety of the spectrum of music is able to pull from is a lot wider than the previous versions. But there's also option to have instrumental. Okay, so I'm feeling like some synth wave, groovy music relating to Tony building building Theed out of Lego in his bedroom. People judging from the outside, but never helping out. Saying a waste of time, you should get a life. I'm putting all my internal thoughts and channeling them into music that I can fuel myself off of. Pretty deep stuff. This one I'm gonna do synthwave. The next one I'm gonna do rap. Go to create on another tab because it allows you to create multiple songs simultaneously. So all I have to do is go up here, how it says synthwave, rap, snappy rap, snappy rap, groovy music related to, yeah, sure. So I'm gonna come back in a little bit when this is all done, like generating somehow. It's magic to me, honestly. So let's listen to this first song that it generated. It's called Building Theed. Ooh, so generic.
Tony in his room alone, building dreams with Lego blocks. Theed rises brick by brick, chasing stars while city rocks.
Chasing stars with wild city rocks.
Neighbors talking, stop and stare, say it's time for better things. Tony's passion deep and rare, only he can see the wings. Lego pieces flying high, Tony's world up in the sky. Waste of time, they never see how deep the dreams of Lego Theed.
Wow. It's incredible.
Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life, they always shout, but inside he's building out. Imagination bright and wide, in his Theed he'll always hide. Blocks of color, pixel gears, Tony's city holding years. Lego pieces flying high, Tony's world up in the sky. Waste of time, they never see how deep the dreams of Lego Theed.
Such a good rhythm.
Lego Theed,
Damn.
Lego Theed, Lego Theed.
I know Lego Theed was such a good tune. Damn. And you guys, that generated within seconds. Probably like 30 seconds, it's done. And it's still going. Now it's just more sit back, chill, listen to synthwave together, you know?
Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life, they always shout,
Inside,
but
he's
inside
building
he's
out.
building out. Lego Theed, Lego Theed, Lego Theed. Lego pieces flying high.
What do you guys think? I'm gonna download it right now. I always make sure to save it to the same file. So honestly, what do you guys think about that? That's the first song that I inputted the prompts into, and that was the first, like, just straight off the bat, just a song that it makes, just a random. If you put in the correct prompts and the correct ideas and the correct motivation, like, I don't know, it can just hit that right note and like create that, just the originality combined with the struggle and hardships of want to become something that's never been before. And that is what I want to motivate myself to. And how awesome is that, to create my own music and then use it to power myself? That's like pretty awesome. So let's listen to the second song that I created. So this is the same synthwave prompt, and the next two are going to be rap.
Tony in his room alone, building dreams with Lego blocks. Theed rises brick by brick, chasing stars while city rocks. Neighbors talking, stop and stare, say it's time for better things. Tony's passion deep and rare, only he can see the wings. Lego pieces flying high, Tony's world up in the sky. Waste of time they never see, how deep the dreams of Lego be. Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life they always shout, but inside he's building out. Imagination bright and wide, in his Theed he'll always hide. Blocks of colored pixel gears, Tony's city holding years. Neighbors talking, stop and stare, say it's time for better things. Tony's passion deep and raised. Lego pieces flying high,
Damn.
Tony's world up in the sky. Waste of time they never see, how deep the dreams of Lego be. Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life they always shout, but inside he's building out. Lego Theed. Lego Theed. Lego Theed. Lego Theed. Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life they always shout, but inside he's building out. Voices judging from the hall, never helping when he falls. Get a life they always shout, but inside he's building out. Lego Theed, Lego Theed, yeah. Lego Theed, in his Theed he'll always hide. Blocks of color pixel gears, Tony's side he's building out. Lego
I think it's
Theed.
over, but nope. Ooh. Slow piano. So it uses the same lyrics, but it just changes the overall pitches and tones and the voices sometimes. So it kind of generates one song out of two. So I think that's pretty cool. Some of them have similarities between the beats, but this one, personally, between the two, I feel like I was more shocked by the first one, but the second one had pretty good rhythm to like bob your head too. I still like the first one a little bit more. These next two are hip hop beats groovy snappy. That's the like some of the prompts. So let's listen to that.
In his room, little bricks he's stacking, building the city bedroom action. Judging neighbors peeking through the cracks, talk that smack, they won't help, just slack. Golden palace now boots so tight, friends say he's wasting all his nights. Get a life, they yell from the curb, but they don't see the dreams Tony serves. Lego bricks, oh they don't understand, creating galaxies with my own hand.
Oh damn, this one's verse 3 is pretty good.
In my room is where dreams collide. Battle droids, Jedi Knights in line, plastics assemble, imagination shine. Critics throwing stones from the street, but in Tony's world, that's where legends meet. Laughs and tea, they sip and judge. Tony keeps building, won't hold a grudge. He's got plans, blueprints in his brain. The words like static, just noise in the rain. Lego bricks, oh they don't understand, creating galaxies with my own hand. Waste the time, see the folks outside, but feet in my room is where dreams collide.
That one was great. The amount of references, like in Star Wars, that was crazy. Because in some songs, I wish they just grabbed more info about like Star Wars lore, but they also reference battle droids, Jedi Knights, Naboo. Yeah, at the beginning it said Naboo. I didn't put in Naboo. I just said Theed. So it somehow takes a word and then it searches more information about that word, I guess. How would it be able to understand what Naboo is if it didn't know what Theed was? So clearly there's some sort of like, it takes a word and derives it from another word. If ever taken calculus, think of derivatives, but think about that in words, if that's any way relatable, if you guys understand. But that's how I conceptually understand how it's deriving these words from thin air. So it's like searching this word and then searching the meaning of that word and more information about those words, I guess. Let's listen to the next one.
In this room, little bricks he's stacking, building the city, bedroom action. Judging neighbors, peeking through the cracks, talk that smack, they won't help, just slack. Golden palace, Naboo so tight, friends say he's wasting all his nights. Get a life, they yell from the curb, but they don't see the dreams Tony serves. Lego bricks, oh they don't understand. Creating galaxies with my own hand. Waste of time, say the folks outside, but being in my room is where dreams collide. Battle droid, Jedi Knights in line, plastics assemble, imagination shine. Critics throwing stones from the street, but in Tony's world, that's where legends meet. Last week, they sip and judge. Tony keeps building, won't hold a grudge. He's got plans, blueprints in his brain. The words like static, just noise in the Lego bricks. Oh, they don't understand. Creating galaxies with my own hand. Waste of time, say the folks outside, but being in my room is where dreams collide.
Nice little smooth jazz. So between those 4 songs, it maybe took like a minute to make, and that's all from the same prompt. So you can really tell the different variations it's able to create just based on one single word change. So, you can change that single word to classical, to, blue jazz, alien music. The limitless possibilities with this application is insane. So hopefully, and it's free for a little bit, but then you have to pay to get more credits. But I highly recommend you guys to go check it out. It's, I think, the death of music, but the birth of something new. But then again, as a society, we should really be careful about what we do make, and we don't just create just pure noise, just nonsense garbage. I know it's really easy for this program to be manipulated to just make horrible noises, period, and people can like put that over speakers and make their own ads and hack into things and do whatever. There's always bad ways to use a tool, but there's always good ways to use a tool, and I see it as a good use of adding background music and motivational songs to all these videos. Have a great day and see you guys next time.